Hi. Okay, so in this podcast, I'm going to be attempting to explain the whole key story, 863, whatever. Um, Also, if you want a good Matthias podcast, please listen to the Subject 4 podcast. And I'm sorry if somebody is like, oh, you're copying Subject 4. No, I was going to do this a long time ago. But then I was. But then today, it just felt like the day to finally do it, and unfortunately, we did it after the Subject 4 podcast started. So now people are gonna think I copied them. When no, I did not. I also had this idea. It doesn't matter. It's fine. So I'm going to go through every video and try to explain what happened, or not through every video, but like the thumbnail and the title and stuff, and maybe go through some. Try to explain how it all started. And I know people have definitely done this before, and this is probably not the best podcast video or whatever to listen to actually uh yeah, I recommend you checking out something else, but if you really want, you can stay and I'll try to explain everything. But yeah, okay, so Project X63 is a story. It's an ARG. Oops, I did not mean to click that. Dang it, now the weird thing is going to show up on my screen, but just give me a minute and I'll make it go away. Um it's a story on YouTube, and it's just amazing. It's I've been following it since it started. Before it started, I've been watching Matthias for years, but that's not important. So if you want to, if you're here, you're rather just someone that's related to me and just want to listen to the podcast because you're bored or something. But if you are related to me, Hannah, if you're here, it would actually be cool if you listen to this, because you'll finally know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about Matthias all the time. So, I'm going to try to explain Project X63 and everything that has happened in a short amount of time for people who want to start watching it but don't want to watch every single video, because as you can see, each one of them is like 30 minutes, and that would take over 10 hours. So, yeah, okay. Let's start with the first video. So, it all started when Matthias found... Okay, and I'm also going to put it in the tiniest summary, so if something doesn't make sense, it's not supposed to. Oh, wow. That sounds way better. Okay, so it all started when Matthias was looking at a ceiling, and he saw a hole in it, and he picked it up, blah, blah, blah. He found a key. It was a key, and it had a piece of tape on it that said 863. So after that, some stuff happened. I actually don't really remember what, but then he found a filing cabinet, had another lock, or had a safe in it, or whatever, and it had another key. So after he opens that so he used the key to find a filing cabinet, and the filing cabinet, they busted it open, and inside was a mini safe. So it had a number lock on it. So for the code, they put 863, because that was the code on the key. And they opened it, and there was a set of directions, like walk for 10 steps and turn. Oh, I'm sorry, I keep touching the mic. Directions like that. So they follow the directions, and they end up at a wall. It's straight up just a wall. So their coworker Connor slams into the wall and breaks it open, and inside is a red safe. Doesn't matter the color, I don't know why I said that. And they open the safe, and it's a whole bunch of keys, like 100 keys. And then they go through the keys, and they find a car key, and they're like, what? Why is there a car key in here? And then they figure out that the car key goes to a red Mercury Mountaineer. So they ask everyone in their office, does anyone drive a red Mercury Mountaineer? Does anyone know whose car this is, where this car came from? And everyone's like, what? I don't know. I don't know where that car came from. Oh. So they then find this red Mercury Mountaineer, and they're like, what do we do? So they take the key, they put it in the car, and it opens, and they're like, What? So that it just kind of ends there. I mean, I don't know when they go through the car, but they found papers that are talking about this weird Project Pegasus thing. It's about time travel and mind control, like time traveling kids or whatever. And they also find kids' toys in the car and some other random stuff. They find a crusty umbrella. I remember that. And then in the next video, Matthias looks at some old, no, not old. I'm sorry. I hear the playback of my voice and it's really messing up my speech. Anyways, he looks at the camera footage because the car, the abandoned car, is like somewhere else. So it moved. So he looks at the footage and he sees that the car was moving, but you can't really see who was inside or anything. The next video. So Matthias is his office. He calls it Mega Desk because he has a crazy desk in there, and that's a long story that we're not going to go into today, I don't think. So it's really hot in there. Like he's just burning, and he's like, "Oh God, what do I do? It's so hot in this car. I mean, in this office." So he looks in the air vent, and there's a weird safe in there, and he's like, what? So he finds a safe in the air vent, basically. That's why it's so hot in there. The next video, we found cryptic codes in the abandoned car, just some of the papers they found in the car, like I said earlier, about Project Pegasus and stuff. Next video, the government took the abandoned car. I don't really remember what happened in this video, but based on the title and thumbnail, the car is gone. Oh, okay, the next video, also, one of the things they found in a car is a username called Cyphus590 and a password. They don't know what to do with any of that, so they're just like, whatever, okay. And then the next video, somebody tried to break into High Five Studios. High Five Studios is the place that they work at. Matthias is the CEO of it, I think. And then, also, Matthias is also he's not doing this by himself, he's also working with Sam and Woods, which are his employees, I think. I don't know for sure, but I mean, I've been watching this guy for like 6 years, so I think so. But in this video, somebody tried to break into High Five Studios, obviously. So everyone is like, is this Cyphus? Is this Cyphus 590? Like we saw on that piece of paper. So that's what everyone thinks it is, and then I don't know. But he didn't actually make it in. And then the next video, so Sam, she put the safe in a container under her couch in her office, which is upstairs in the office building, and she was taking it downstairs, and she dropped it, and something started leaking out of it, and Woods took a cloth and tried to clean it up, but it caught on fire. So there was a fire. Yeah. And then the next video, they realized that whatever that was leaking out of the safe, the weird chemical burned a hole through the ceiling. So now there's a hole from Sam's office to the bottom floor. That video is actually pretty funny. You should watch it. The next one, he finds this weird snake symbol. I'll show it to you. He was looking at the safe, and he sees this weird snake symbol, and he's like, what is that? Why is that there? I don't even know what that is. So then in the next video, the guy, presumably Cyphus 590, breaks into the studio. I'll actually show you part of this video. He breaks in. Why are there ads? I have YouTube Premium. I'm not on my account.
And ESPN Plus come to life on all.
He breaks into the studio, and he rummages through. He messes everything up, as you can see here.
That's weird. Oh look, the endos.
Yeah, everything is all messed up. So they go into Matthias's office, and they watch the footage of him breaking in to see what he did. And Everyone thinks this is Cyphus, by the way, because, I mean, who else would it be? Why else would anyone break into the office? And he looks like he's looking for something, and everyone is like, what is this guy doing? What is he looking for? But finally, he goes into Sam's office, and he finds the weird... Hold on. He finds the weird... Guys, I'm sorry. Give me a moment. I'm trying to get this... He finds the weird box and the safe, and this is...
All the stuff we've been storing has been in your office, Sam. The keys, for instance. Oh, wait,
yeah.
he's like grunting.
Keys and stuff.
I can't tell. This footage is so crappy. He's taking off his jacket. I don't know, but there's heavy breathing, bro. There's heavy breathing, dude.
I'm really weirded out.
Wait, he just took something out of his... Does he have a gun? Oh!
What?
He just...
Did he say something?
He's screaming. He's actually screaming.
So basically, he broke in, opened the safe, and did that. So everyone is kind of confused now. It's like, did he accidentally touch the weird chemical and burn himself? I don't know. But we find out in the next video that
Things are a little bit...
he left the safe open, and this is what was inside.
That's what leaked out the bottom. Look at
you
it.
can see it inside there, too. Oh my gosh, hold on. Do we have enough light?
It's a really weird injection gun. So everyone is like, oh, he obviously injected himself with that weird liquid, that weird chemical. So everyone's all weirded out now because they're like, this situation might be way bigger than we thought. And they're like, what the heck? A guy literally just broke into their studio, found this safe. Opened that weird safe with that weird logo on it and injected himself with that weird chemical. So everyone's kind of on edge now. And in the next video, also, in the safe was more chemical bottles. In the next video, it's about the car. That's when they find all the Project Pegasus stuff, the weird mind control papers. It's all really, really confusing. And it's really gross. The car is really gross. By the way, it's like disgusting. And I'm sorry. Then in the next video, a stalker broke into the abandoned car. It's the car, but it has the word Strike 1 spray painted to the side of it, and the window's broken. The next video, there's something inside the seat of the abandoned car. They go to the abandoned car and they cut open the seat, because when they went through all the papers that were in the car, there was like a map, and it was like circled one of the seats in the car. And they cut open that seat and they find a notebook. And the notebook is completely empty. All the pages are white. So everyone's like, what? What? So in the next video, someone sent us a safe. I don't actually remember what happened in that. It seems somebody sent them a safe. They opened this mysterious safe, and we'll see what's in it, because I have no idea. Video will play after oh my gosh, I'm gonna get copyrighted. Yeah, I'm on a different account, so I don't have YouTube Premium. I definitely should have done this on my main account, so I actually can, yeah.
Been sending...
So they were sending some weird safe, and obviously, from the past, weird safes don't lead to anything good, so he's like, what? What? And he opens the safe, and there's something inside, but I don't know what it is. It might have been a camera. I think that's when he got the camera. It's like a weird snake camera. It's not really that important because he never really used it. The next one, the High Five Studios stalker broke in, presumably Cyphus. I don't know. They don't really know at this point. Yeah, so the guy broke in again. Nothing really happened. There's just like stuff thrown around the room. I actually don't remember. But I don't think anything really, if something important happened, I probably would remember. So if something important happened in that video, I'm sorry. because I left it out. So the next one, the stalker disappeared in High Five Studios for hours, and we had no idea. So the guy, the stalker, basically was in High Five Studios for hours, and they don't know. I don't know why. So then the next video, they found a police case inside of High Five Studios. So they're looking at the stairs, and they found a weird case, and they're like, what is this? And inside is a computer and a phone. And yeah, it's just weird. I'm sorry if I'm leaving something out, because I have no idea. I don't remember any of this. I remember some of it, but I don't remember all the little details, maybe even big details. Again, I'm not a really reliable source, but I'm kind of giving a really, really vague overview, just what's going on, yeah, and how everything like started and stuff. Anyways, so they're looking under the stairs, and they figure out there's actually a hidden camera in there, so that's weird. So, this one. They did they basically, yeah, they did a stakeout on the guy, on the stalker, and they saw him walking around the studio, and it was crazy, basically. Yeah, they could see him running. This is not good. Yeah, they could see him running around the studio. Woods drops the microphone, which scares him away. Also, while he was there, he stole the abandoned car, so they don't have that anymore. And then they put a GPS tracker on the car, so it went to an abandoned location. Also, they figured out, so remember in the past when I said the stalker broke in, they figured out how he did that. He used a key fob. None of this is really important, so let's skip it. He was using the computer to hijack their phone calls, so like intercept, so they couldn't call the police or anything. Yeah. Oh, also they called the stalker. He didn't really say anything, or they didn't really show his voice or anything. The only thing I remember is he really was like, it was gravelly. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, which one's next? Oh, it's definitely this. It's gotta be this. This is. Okay, yeah. So then an undercover officer contacted them, and he knows who Cyphus is. So they're like, they are now very confident that the stalker was Cyphus. And the undercover officer knows Cyphus and basically just helps them, kind of. Then the police case starts counting down, I guess. I don't really remember that. Okay, the next one, they found a hidden trapdoor in the stairs of the studio, like where they found the LAPD officer thing. They found what's the word? They found a weird hidden trapdoor. So they're like, what is this weird trapdoor doing? So they open it, and they're like, what? They're like, has the stalker been in here? And there's a bunch of weird red liquid in there. And there's a computer down there. They're like, why is there a weird computer down here? It's an Apple II computer. And they're like, why is this down here? And they found a bunch of stuff with the word Syntech on it. I'll show you the logo. They found a bunch of stuff that had this logo on it. So they're like, what is this? Why is this everywhere down there? I don't even know what that is. So also background, the people who used to own, I probably should have said this a long time ago. The people who used to own the building that they're in now were scientists. So that can explain the weird red liquid test tubes, ejection gun, because there were scientists there, and they probably left a bunch of stuff. And maybe the scientists were called Syntech. I'm sorry. I am. It's really hard to talk when you are hearing your voice being played back. Yeah. So they turned on the abandoned computer. It was the Apple II, and they found old chat logs. Sorry, chat logs of somebody named D and like other stuff. It was weird. Yeah. Okay. And then the undercover officer led them to a weird location that had a weird safe. Blah blah blah. Found some weird stuff. Oh, and then they when they were under the stairs, they found like a radioactive detector thing, and then they take it to the wall, and it's like going crazy. It's like, there's something radioactive in your wall. You better open up this wall. You better see what this radioactive stuff is. Okay, next, they found some weird documents in something. I don't know what, but it was made before Sam was born, and it like predicts her birth. It has a bunch of crazy private documents from Matthias, Woods, and Sam, like a bunch of stuff that shouldn't be there. It should be like in the attic of their own houses or something, and it's really weird. And yeah, so then the stalker was just doing some stuff. Oh, whoa, wait, they found the tape? Oh gosh, then they found the tape. So the stalker left them a package, and I'm assuming that's where the tape was from. They found this really weird tape, and yeah, and they found a tape. Then I have to watch an ad. They take it to their friend, their coworker, Michael Badal. He's really cool. You should research him. He makes all the music for Project 863. Really cool guy. Yeah, I don't know. He's actually cool. You should go watch videos that he's in, because they're actually cool. Anyways, he helps them figure out what's on the tape. My review of this is so bad. I recommend literally just going and watching the series yourself, or watching somebody else cover it, but I'm trying. So they listen to the tape, and I'll show you what it sounds like. I think they do it in this. Oh, you can't.
Before he hurts more people. What was that? What was that last bit?
What's really going on?
Or
So there's a man and a woman talking about presumably Nelson. Wait, was I supposed to say that yet? Oh, okay. So I'm just going to. They figured out Cyphus is actually a person, and his first name is Nelson. So they hear a man and a woman talking about this guy named Nelson Cyphus, who's there. You know what I'm just gonna say? He's like the leader of Syntech, and he was like doing weird experiments on people or something. And in the tape, you can hear screaming and like weird sounds. Yeah, it's horrible. There's a video. Oh wait, you know what? I'm not gonna say that in case somebody doesn't want to break the magic. Anyways, so that was crazy. Oh, also, they figured out that the woman and there was this person named Deb. She's really important. You'll figure that out. I'm just gonna try to explain real quick. So this Deb person. So a bunch of stuff happens. You know, I'll explain that later. Oh, the stalker comes in. He locks them in the safe. There's nothing really important. I kind of explained how everything started. So I'm gonna go into the more recent stuff. Okay, so Deb. So okay, first of all, there's this red serum, and they found it in the walls, and it's like really weird and radioactive. But there's this guy named Wes who was like experimented on with the serum or whatever. So, and then also Cyphus has these weird phantom guys. I'll show you those in a second, who keep coming in and messing up stuff. Who everyone is thinking the Phantom is Wes, by the way. So Wes and Deb were presumably, I mean, I might show you in the later videos, they were in a relationship in the past, and Deb has this project called Prodjet 863. That's where all the 863 comes from, and what I personally think is Prodjet 863 was her trying to find an antidote to the serum. They did find an antidote, I'll show you that later, to the serum, because the serum was making Wes, like, weird. It was weird. Like, it made him, like, some weird superhuman creature thing. And what Deb has this thing called Prodjet 863. I think, actually, I don't know for sure. It's all 863. If someone actually can explain that in detail, please tell me, because I actually don't know. What is Prodjet 863? I don't know. Oh no, I should probably figure that out. Anyways, I don't want to sound like not smart because I'm the one explaining everything here. So, Wes and Deb, blah blah blah. The Phantom is trying to get all the serum because I don't know, because it's keeping Wes alive apparently. So, a Phantom broke into the studio and
Early on March 5th.
Yeah, that's not important. Wrecked the Apple II, so they went on the security cameras to go see what happened, and they see... Are you kidding me?
With MailChimp.
And they see this weird guy walking around, and they're like, what the heck is that guy? Like, look at that. Like,
Exactly.
Pull it back.
Pull it back where? That was it. That's the beginning.
There's a thud in
Pull
the...
it back to the thud.
Literally the most secure place in our building, and he just walks out of it.
He...
Unlocks it from the inside. I don't...
This is his point of origin.
And wait, where's he going?
He just went into the Doper Nope office.
So he was...
yeah, so there was this weird Phantom guy that broke in, and later you'll figure out that everyone is thinking that the Phantom is Wes, and you'll see why later. Oh, this is what he looks like, by the way. Here, I'll play the...
I knew that this happened, but watching it is so...
You didn't have to come in looking like a demon.
God!
He broke down the door.
And yeah, he's fully looking for the emulator.
And then it's not connected. And that's it.
I never did.
Oh my gosh, what is that?
That's what the Phantom looks like. I don't even know what the emulator is. I think it's like this thing that had all the chat logs and all the really important information, and the Phantom was trying to find it for some reason. I still don't know why. I'm not good at remembering things. As you could say, see, I keep telling you to go watch someone else because I'm not good at explaining this, but I am trying my best. Which isn't very good, but it's something. I'm trying.
Oh my god! It's like
Right
mask.
there. Right there.
So he has this really weird mask on with like tubes and stuff, and like what? Why has it got that weird tube mask? Yeah. Are you kidding me? Why isn't... Oh my gosh, I actually have to... Okay. So, then, that's the end of Season 1, so then Season 2 starts, and... So, first, some gas, like, filled their studio. Woods got hit on the head by someone, no one really knows who. It's a Phantom, obviously. And then, they found this computer that, like, tells them where all the serum is, with, like, figuring out where radioactive whatever is, and the serum was hidden around California, I think, by Deb and Wes. Well, Wes was only there for half of it, but that's where you see all the hearts. There's a heart that said D plus W on it, and we're like, oh, Deb and Wes, obviously. And there's a weird radioactive spike, like the computer started going off like crazy. They're like, what?
If you're already a part of...
What is this computer doing? Because it was just like going off like crazy, so they
Meet at a...
oh my gosh, another ad. So the computer's going off, so they go off to go see why it's doing that. They're like, what? Why is this computer going off right here? I can't find the scene. But when they're there, they find a whole bunch of red splotches like this, and a bunch of weird, like weird dead plants and stuff. The red splotches are, everyone is like, oh, that's serum, obviously, because the weird radioactive detector thing keeps going off every time it's near it. So then they set up a trap, and they try to catch the Phantom, I think, but it doesn't work. But Matthias does put a tracking device on the Phantom's car, so that's really important.
If you're
So, here they found a weird location with more serum, so they go to inspect it, and it's just
is there anything up there?
a weird warehouse, and like, what? There's nothing here. Until this happens.
Yeah, the same at the radioactive spike site. He was parked right here.
The barrels. The barrels.
That is the same blue
I'm
barrel
gonna
that
pull
we
the car
saw
around.
at the other radioactive.
Quick.
Okay.
Back to the car. I'm gonna pull the car on.
Okay.
Just in case. First thing, we need to search that RV, okay?
Okay.
I want to bring the car around just in case he
They
comes.
found this weird RV, and they're like, what the heck? Why is there an RV here? So they're like, what? RV? I don't know. So they enter the RV. This is what happens.
Whoa.
Whoa.
A bunch of red stuff.
This smells so
serum,
bad.
obviously.
This does not smell
So
natural.
what they start to
it's
think, what I
definitely-
think, is that Wes was trying to recreate the red serum. Oh, it's called Life's Blood, by the way. Probably should have said that a long time ago, but too late now. It doesn't matter. So, there's red serum stuff everywhere. So, Wes is, yeah. And then they found documents of
Okay,
letters.
that's how we
and a
have all
bunch
the
of stuff that
look
says
dodge.
Wesley Nathaniel. So that's his name, probably. And then this happens.
Wait, guys,
Right here.
guys, he's coming.
What do you mean
He's
he's
coming?
coming?
It's literally saying that the device is re-entering the perimeter. We have to go. We
haven't found the serum
No,
yet.
I know, but we need to make it look like
There's
we
a plug
haven't
back here.
been
I'm gonna
here.
use this. Woods, I need the plug.
Are you kidding me? Guys, he's literally here.
I got it.
Okay, I have to do something. I don't want to die here.
Sam, come on. What is she doing? What is she doing? Come on. Okay, it's set up. I think I'm good. He won't find us. Yo. Move. Look at this. Look at this. What the heck? It's gotta be in here.
So they're freaking out. They know there's a serum there, and they have to find the serum. So that's what they see. They see the Phantom looking like that, with some tubes broken and a light is out.
This has gotta be it. She bought us time.
Guys, come on.
Go. No. This has gotta be it.
Matthias literally took 5 seconds to put on his hat. What?
I have to make sure.
Guys, come on, let's go.
I know. This is it. Let's move it. Go. Come on. Get in.
So they find the serum and they run back to the car, and yeah, they escaped and they found the serum. Yay! Wow. So they open up the case and the serum in there is like, it's the red serum, but then they find blue serum and they're like, what is this weird blue stuff? And then they figured out it's the antidote to the red serum, and you'll see. They start experimenting with the red serum, and it like melts plastic. It's like crazy. But then at the end of that video, that they try to decide what happened, what they're gonna do with the blue serum.
To me,
The
we need
antidote.
to do the right thing.
But everyone is, oh my gosh. Also, the theory that I have, and that like a lot of people have, that like is, it has to be. It's such a good theory that I think this is literally the story. So there's a bunch of stuff about time travel, right? So what if Deb, Wes, and Nelson are just an alternate reality version of Matthias, Woods, and Sam. Like, Matthias would obviously be Cyphus. Sam would obviously be Deb. Because, I mean, Deb's the girl and Sam's the only girl. So, I mean, it would make sense. And then Wes would be Woods. Because, I don't know. There's the only one left. Because it just makes sense. It just makes sense. Because there's there's also a bunch of words about time travel and stuff. Like, all this stuff. And they're like, yeah. Anyways, so they don't know what to do with the blue serum. So
This will be mine. You hold on to it. You do whatever you want with it, okay? You go by yourself and give it back to him, and what are you gonna go do?
they split up the serum. I mean, the antidote, because they don't. I'm so sorry about that. Oh my gosh. Because everyone wants to do a different thing with the antidote. Sam wants to give it back to Wes. Woods wants to destroy it. And Matthias wants to just hold on to it, just in case. And then they officially split up. And Matthias decides to go on his own to the next serum location. And he finds it, but he also finds
Stabilized
some
and
other
has been
weird
scheduled for immediate
documents.
priority testing. This means that we want you, yes you, to come and experience the test in action and to be able to...
And then Woods and Sam went and did their own thing. I don't know what they did. Yes, I do. And then he goes back to the studio and... Oh, while he was in the... Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, I just had my own realization. Whoa. Wait, what do you mean? Okay, I'm sorry. So, while Matthias was out and he looks at the documents, he says that one of them was like... It said, don't trust the tape. And, I mean, first thing you think of is that tape that they listened to earlier with Deb and Wes, presumably, and the guy screaming and stuff. So, like, oh, that's what it is, right? I'm so sorry about that sound. It was horrible. I don't even know what that was. He goes back to the studio to put the documents in the vaults, because they have a vault in their studio to put all this stuff. He finds this.
Wait a second. Where are Sam and Woods?
If you're just listening to this, I'll explain what just happened. He went back to the studio. He went to the what's it called? The safe and the vault. I mean, and there's a tape there, and he's like, "What? Where did this come from?" It had to have come from Sam and Woods, obviously, because they're like, and he's like, "Oh, is this the tape that they were like, don't trust the tape?" So, that's. Yeah. So then in this video, this is the latest video as of right now. This is what Sam and Woods did that day, because they went to another location, Syntech location 3 or something, and this is what they find.
Secret. Like, what if this was kind of like, this sounds so silly, but like the good guy hideout? You know what I mean?
This is not a good example.
Like, maybe that's why all
they find a
this doesn't
tape,
know how
basically.
this works.
They found the tape that we saw in the last video from that Matthias found at the vault. I'm not gonna play that.
Stop.
So it's basically a video of this guy. I don't know who that is. Maybe that's Cyphus. Maybe that's Cyphus. I don't know. But it's just like a weird introductory worker video for Syntech, and they're like, what even is that for? And that's the end. If you listen this far, I really hope I was able to explain everything to you, and I hope you can understand the origin of Project X63 at least a little bit better than you already do now, and I hope I was able to help a little bit, at least, or if you were just listening to this because you need some sort of Matthias podcast, I hope I was entertaining enough. But I hope you enjoyed either way, whatever you were listening for. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.